Ruben Palace Raptor. Congratulations to the show. With such a huge cast, the creators literally saw thousands of actors. So, what was your own audition story like?
For me, it was relatively quick. It was a complicated situation, and I made a tape and then Skyped with the showrunners, and they told me who I was playing, and I said yes, and then all of a sudden I was on a plane. So it's just all very, very quick. And then I was in New Zealand. It was it was mental, but amazing and really exciting time. Yeah.
For me, it was a little bit different. I'm so jealous. It was relatively quick. I had auditioned originally for a different role, and so I had sort of gotten far enough along, and then it went away, and I didn't get it. So I remember just being really devastated and thinking, "Oh man, I had really wanted to be part of that." And then the pandemic happened, and I was at home in lockdown for many months, and got a phone call about this other role. And had a Skype session and a chemistry read, and then suddenly I was off to New Zealand and out of lockdown. So I was really grateful that opportunity came back again.
Well, for me, mine was a bit more like Rob's. It was a single self-tape. Sorry, I did audition for a role earlier, about 6 months prior to that. But just one quick audition and then done. And then I did a self-tape while I was here in LA, and then forgot all about it. And then I got a phone call saying, "Can you be in New Zealand in 3 days?" This was many months later. And I said, "Okay." And so I got on the plane, and then I was in New Zealand and started work 2 weeks after that.
Robert, how similar or different was your experience from the Game of Thrones to this one?
Very different. I mean, the sort of, if you look at the source material, it's very different, and so the experience of working on them was likewise different. And on Thrones, it was my task was kind of to recreate something that the audience had already seen, whereas here, what was exciting was that I was given the license to create something new that was based on the legendarium, everything that happened in the fair stage. When we meet Elrond, he's at a time where he's not done any of the great deeds that you know about in the Third Age. So he's young, and that was really a really exciting prospect.
To each of you, what does your character mean to you?
My character means a lot to me. I think Marigold Brandyfoot is a wonderful, wonderful creature. I think she's so much heart and humour, but also wisdom and care, and she's a bit tough. And I'm a mum myself, so I really relate to the struggles that she has. Not only trying to parent her own children, but trying to be a parent to the tribe as well. And I mean, I adore her, and I'm really grateful that I got the chance to play her.
I am really protective of my character. I play Queen Regent Miriel, and she's a woman who, when we first meet her, she has a lot on her mind, and it just so happened that when I got to, begin working on this, I had a lot of thoughts and feelings, and I needed a place to kind of put that in. So that's what she sort of became for me. It was this safe haven, and there was a lot of beautiful overlap in terms of things that she might have been thinking or feeling and where I was at. So I was really protective of that, and then wanted to really channel that and marry what Tolkien wanted to bring to that character and sort of where I was at in my life. So I'm excited, and again proud and honored that I get to play her.
Yeah. I love Elrond. I think he's fascinating, and he's half elven, so he doesn't fully belong over here, and he doesn't fully belong over there at this point in his life. And I think we all know what that feels like sometimes, And so to represent that, to play someone who's an orphan, to play someone who's so fascinating and so curious and has so much heart, it's just a gift, So I love him.